Men over 60 often hear the same advice repeated for years: eat more vegetables, avoid red meat, and stay active. And while that sounds wise on the surface, what if I told you that three of the most common vegetables on your plate might be the very reason you've lost your edge? That slow decline in muscle tone, that fogginess in the morning, that sense of disconnect from your body. It's not just aging. It may be a silent hormonal imbalance triggered by foods you assumed were helping you. As a specialist in male health after 60, I've seen countless men struggle with unexplained fatigue, lost drive, and dipping energy levels. The common thread, their diet. According to a recent publication from Tufts University, certain vegetables contain compounds that can interfere with male hormones, especially in older adults. These aren't rare or exotic vegetables. They're the ones you buy every week, the ones everyone says are healthy. But not all vegetables support testosterone. In fact, some may quietly reduce it. Today, I'll walk you through the three vegetables you should consider removing if you want a natural testosterone boost, and what to eat instead to reclaim your strength, clarity, and confidence. It might sound strange at first. How could something as innocent as a vegetable possibly interfere with your hormones? But once you understand the way your body processes certain compounds, the picture becomes clearer. Testosterone, your primary male hormone, relies on a delicate network of enzymes, minerals, and internal signals to stay balanced. When you introduce foods that contain natural chemical mimics of estrogen or block vital minerals, your system can become confused. This confusion leads to a hormonal shift, not a dramatic crash, but a slow, quiet slide that's easy to mistake for aging. You may feel less energetic, emotionally flat, and physically weaker, even if you're eating well and staying active. Some vegetables contain plant-based compounds like phytoestrogens, oxalates, or hormone-disrupting indoles. These may be helpful for some people, but for men over 60 whose testosterone is already declining, these ingredients can make things worse. Take, for example, oxalates found in certain leafy greens. These compounds bind to minerals like zinc and magnesium, both of which are essential for testosterone production. Over time, your mineral absorption drops, and with it, your ability to produce testosterone naturally. Or consider phytoestrogens, commonly found in soy-based vegetables and sprouts. These mimic female hormones and can compete with your natural testosterone, reducing its effectiveness. Then there are indoles found in cruciferous vegetables like kale. While they can support liver detox in younger adults, they may overstimulate hormone metabolizing enzymes in older men, leading to more testosterone being broken down and converted into estrogen. This imbalance affects everything from your muscle mass and mood to prostate health. So when men tell me, "Doc, I'm eating healthy, but I feel worse," I tell them to look beyond calories and nutrients. Not all vegetables are testosterone friendly, and after 60, your food choices matter more than ever. The good news is, once you know which ingredients to avoid, you can make changes that lead to a powerful and natural testosterone boost without medication. 1. Kale. Kale has earned its place as one of the most talked about superfoods in modern health trends. It's packed with fiber, antioxidants, and compounds said to support detox and heart health. But what most people don't realize is that kale can have a very different impact on men over 60, especially when eaten frequently. One of the compounds found in kale is indole 3-carbinol, which sounds beneficial at first. It helps the liver process toxins and estrogen. That's great in theory, but in practice, this can backfire in older men. Here's why. As testosterone naturally declines with age, the body relies on every bit of hormonal support it can get. But indole 3-carbinol stimulates enzymes that break down hormones, including testosterone. In younger adults, that might help balance excess estrogen. But in men over 60, it often leads to too much testosterone being converted or eliminated, pushing the hormonal balance even further out of alignment. Let me share a story from my clinic. Richard, a 7-year-old retired pilot, started eating kale smoothies daily after reading about its benefits. After 6 months, he noticed a steady drop in his strength, focus, and energy. He was frustrated, he exercised regularly, and ate clean. But when we tested his hormone levels, his testosterone was down by nearly 25%, with elevated estrogen markers. Richard wasn't doing anything wrong, but his body was responding poorly to the constant stream of hormone-disrupting compounds. When we removed kale from his daily meals and replaced it with more testosterone-friendly vegetables, his strength and focus slowly began to return. The truth is, kale isn't bad in itself, but when consumed in excess and at the wrong time in life, it can interfere with your body's ability to maintain hormonal balance. For men looking to support energy and strength, after 60, understanding how kale affects testosterone is crucial. And once you make the switch, that subtle but steady testosterone boost can help restore your sense of vitality. 2. Soy. Soy is often praised as a heart-healthy plant-based protein, and for many people it can be. But for men over 60, soy comes with a hidden cost that isn't mentioned often enough. The concern lies in compounds called phytoestrogens, which are naturally occurring chemicals found in soybeans and their derivatives. These compounds mimic estrogen in the body and can confuse the hormonal signals that keep your testosterone in balance. Unlike vitamins or minerals that support hormone production, phytoestrogens can occupy the same receptors as testosterone, blocking its natural effects. Over time, this creates a hormonal tug of war. You may begin to feel more sluggish, experience brain fog, or notice changes in prostate comfort. Many men are unaware of this link because soy has been promoted so heavily for its cholesterol-lowering benefits. One of my patients, George, age 71, added soy milk and tofu to his daily routine, thinking it would protect his heart. Within a few months, he noticed a shift, not only in mood and energy, but in his ability to stay sharp and focused. He began feeling off, but couldn't explain why. After a blood test, we discovered his testosterone was significantly lower and his estrogen levels were unusually high for his age. The soy wasn't the sole culprit, but it was tipping the hormonal balance. Once we reduced soy-based products and added more testosterone-supportive foods, George began to feel like himself again. His energy returned and his focus improved. The takeaway is not to fear soy completely, but to understand that too much soy can act like an imposter, especially for men whose hormones are already vulnerable. If you're looking for a testosterone boost after 60, reducing your soy intake could be one of the simplest and most effective steps. You don't have to remove it entirely, but moderation and timing are key to protecting your hormonal health. 3. Raw spinach. At first glance, spinach seems like the perfect food. Low in calories, rich in vitamins, and praised in every health magazine you've read. But there's one detail that's often overlooked, especially when it comes to men over 60 trying to protect their hormone balance. Raw spinach contains oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that bind to essential minerals like zinc and magnesium. These two minerals are not just important for general health, they are critical to testosterone production. When you eat large amounts of raw spinach, especially in salads or smoothies, the oxalates can block your body's ability to absorb zinc and magnesium effectively. Over time, this creates a kind of silent deficiency, one that won't show up immediately but slowly chips away at your hormonal foundation. You may start to notice symptoms like lower energy, restless sleep, weaker muscles, and a sense that something just isn't firing right. One of my patients, Harold, a 6-year-old retired school principal, began eating spinach salads every morning after a friend recommended it. After 4 months, he came into my office concerned about constant fatigue and poor muscle recovery. His blood tests showed low zinc and magnesium, and his testosterone was well below the healthy range. The surprising part, Harold thought he was doing everything right, eating greens, avoiding junk, and staying active. But that steady dose of raw spinach had created a mineral imbalance that interfered with his body's ability to maintain natural testosterone levels. Once he reduced his raw spinach intake and started lightly steaming his greens, his energy returned within weeks. Raw spinach isn't harmful in itself, but for older men who need every bit of hormonal support, it can quietly work against you if consumed too often. If you're aiming for a natural testosterone boost, the way you prepare your vegetables matters. Steaming or sautéing spinach helps neutralize oxalates and protects your ability to absorb the minerals that support your hormones. Once you understand which vegetables might quietly chip away at your hormones, the next step is just as important, choosing the ones that help rebuild and protect your testosterone. Not all vegetables are enemies. In fact, some are powerful allies, offering antioxidants, hormone balancing nutrients, and anti inflammatory properties that work with your body instead of against it. For men over 60, the right vegetables can make a real difference in how you feel, move, and think. Let's start with asparagus. This often overlooked green spear is rich in vitamin E, a nutrient known to support hormone producing cells and reduce oxidative stress in your glands. When your testosterone producing cells are protected from cellular damage, your body can maintain a more stable hormonal rhythm. Asparagus also contains folate and minerals that boost nitric oxide production, which improves blood flow, not just to the heart, but also to areas that matter for male vitality. Next on the list is red bell pepper. Don't let its bright color fool you. It's more than just a pretty vegetable. Red bell peppers are loaded with vitamin C, a strong anti-inflammatory that helps reduce the kind of chronic low-level inflammation that can quietly disrupt testosterone production. This vitamin also supports adrenal health, which plays a key role in your hormone system's backup support. Men who regularly eat red bell peppers often notice more energy, better focus, and improved muscle endurance, all signs that testosterone is working in harmony. The third vegetable worth adding to your plate is the shiitake mushroom. While technically a fungus, shiitake earns its place for one important reason: it contains natural aromatase blockers. Aromatase is the enzyme that turns testosterone into estrogen, a process that accelerates with age. By blocking this conversion, shiitake mushrooms help preserve the testosterone you already have, giving you a better chance to stay strong and balanced hormonally. They also contain beta-glucans and zinc, which help with immunity and mineral balance, two often overlooked factors in hormonal health. Together, these three foods create a simple but effective testosterone boost plan. They protect your glands, calm inflammation, improve circulation, and guard against estrogen dominance. Unlike supplements or pills, they work with your body's natural rhythm. No spikes, no crashes. If you're making changes to your plate, start small. Steam asparagus and drizzle it with olive oil. Add red bell peppers to omelets or grilled dishes. Sauté shiitake mushrooms with garlic for a satisfying side. These subtle adjustments can help support your hormones, restore vitality, and remind your body how it used to feel: steady, strong, and sharp. By now, you've seen how something as simple as vegetables can have a quiet but powerful effect on your hormones. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about knowing what your body truly needs after 60. The choices that served you well in your 42nd may not be the same ones your body welcomes today. And that's not a failure. It's simply how the aging process works, gently shifting your needs towards smarter, more informed habits. So take a moment and look at your plate. Do you eat kale, soy, or raw spinach regularly, believing they're good for you? If so, now you know how those choices could be working against your testosterone. But more importantly, you now know what to do instead. A few thoughtful changes: adding asparagus, red bell peppers, shiitake mushrooms, and minimizing mineral blocking or hormone disrupting vegetables can create a natural testosterone boost without pills or gimmicks. I've seen this transformation in real patients. Men who felt like their energy was slipping away, who blamed age for their foggy mornings and shrinking strength, only to find out that food was the missing link. With simple dietary shifts, they felt more grounded, more alive, and more like themselves again. If you're ready to feel stronger, clearer, and more in control of your body, start with your next meal. Swap one ingredient, cook one vegetable differently. Choose one snack with intention. Then see how your body responds. And if this guide has helped you reflect on your own health, leave a comment below and share it with someone who needs it. You're not alone in this journey, and you deserve to feel your best.